yourself.
Hey, everybody, it's another episode of Go Flix Yourself. My name is Ben Konowitz, and with me, as always, is the Pepsi to my Coke, Brad Oman.
Hey, that's me. Are we talking about canned Coke?
No, we're talking about
fountain Pepsi.
We're talking about
fountain Coke.
We're talking about the brand.
Okay.
Mexican Coke.
The Dr. Pepper to my Coke, Nate Loucks.
I'm growing on you.
You are.
I'm growing on you.
You're replacing Brad.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this, Brad. You've been replaced as my number 2.
It's my long game. It's my long game.
Dr.
As Brad
Pepper
is moving down to Texas.
Has officially passed Pepsi as the number 2 cola in the world, and I'm here for it.
Do you think once Brad moves to Texas, you're going to be like, do you remember Brett?
I'm going to mispronounce his name a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or like, do you remember that guy we used to hang out with on the podcast?
Here's a glimpse into the future. Hey, everybody, it's another episode of Go Flix Yourself. My name is Ben Konowitz, and
No. Say Bon.
with
By then, you'll have changed your name.
with me.
Or you'll just gotten
Oh,
more
I
dumb.
guess not with me as always.
No.
Absent from the program is Bon Oman.
I'll still be on the program.
No, you won't.
Yeah, you won't be
no,
here,
you
though.
won't.
I'll be here in our hearts.
My enlarged heart.
Hey, Ben, will he be?
The one thing
Hey, Nate, what was your favorite Brad Oman memory?
the one thing that you guys should be sad about is that you won't really get the sponsor anymore.
No, I think
We will.
The sad thing is
Will
that
you?
Yeah.
you produce this podcast, and it'll be sad for me because if I have to edit it, it's not getting edited.
It'll
so.
just go up as is.
Exactly.
Be a lot of silences.
A lot of really questionable things going up there.
Yeah. Cancel culture is real, and I'll be a victim of it.
If anything, I'll have more time to edit when I'm in Texas because
That's true.
my fiance will be at work and I'll just
And
be
your two friends are here.
home alone. Yeah,
He
crying.
does only have 2 friends, and they're right in this room.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna reread all the Goosebumps books.
Choose your own adventure.
Choose your own adventure, and they're all you're gonna choose every adventure.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you guys do that when you did Choose Your Own Adventure? Did
Oh,
you
I love
like
those books?
Yeah. Did you read them?
I did. Yeah.
You didn't listen to them on tape?
No, not back then. I actually read,
Well,
and I would be like, "Oh no, that's not what I meant," and then I'd go back.
see, I always like to read ahead to see what would happen, and then
Oh,
choose. The,
As I say, is that what you did?
Yeah.
Like
I would
you're
just
the
do it,
worst.
and then if I didn't like
You're
if I didn't like the
It's
outcome,
called-
I would skip back.
it's called Choose Your Own Adventure. It's not called Choose Blindly. I still choose it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, anyway, this is a movie podcast where we talk about the
fucking
latest
dipshit.
films and movies and cinema that we've seen, as well as talk about some trailers and
maybe some TV.
maybe no, you almost got me. You almost got me, son of a bitch. I almost fell for it. We'll play a couple games of Would You Rather. It'll be fun later on. Yeah, a game that we'll play. Iron Man or Thor. Iron Man or Selena Gomez. Selena
Iron
Gomez.
Man.
Brad.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh
What's your favorite memory of bringing a sponsor on the show?
gosh, that's there's
What do you think your favorite sponsor's been ever?
my favorite sponsor.
Ooh, good
Wow.
question.
I don't know. There's been so many over the years. I feel like it had to have been something probably like from much further in the past when we were doing mostly drinks, and because I found some weird sodas back then.
Some weird wild stuff.
Weird wild stuff.
Well, good answer. Nate, what do you think?
You put me on the spot like
Nate,
that.
Nate, do you think today's sponsor is going to be trash or trash?
Okay, but here's the thing: is it's been a while since we've had anything that was terrible.
Blatantly bad.
Yep. So it's time for trash.
Okay. Yep. Oh, good. It's a
I always get nervous when he does this.
sandwich bag.
He brings things in a sandwich bag, and there's
they look melted.
Yep,
They're
not great.
First of all, they're not melted.
Not
Well,
great.
they look melted.
Nah, they
Where
don't.
did you get this from?
I got this
Yeah.
from a food truck.
Oh
We're
god.
not doing
nah,
this.
nah,
Not
just
doing
kidding.
this.
It's an Oreo. Cool. Oh, Jesus, Brad.
Nate.
You literally threw it at his feet.
It's not my fault. He's tall.
And you know we don't wash this carpet.
No, this is not going to be good.
Here, do you want this one? Because I've
No.
already had this. But
No,
This is a...
this is like this
smells-
is
oh.
legitimately
smell it.
Wow.
Smell it.
That has an odor.
Smell it.
This is an Oreo.
Now,
Everyone.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
What do you think Ben's favorite fruity snack is?
That's interesting. Not your question.
Are you eating it already? I didn't know we could eat it already.
Yeah, it's what he gives you the sponsor. You put it in your mouth. And
No,
chew it.
I think he usually says, "Okay, let's."
I mean, I've
try
never
it together.
dictated that you have to wait until I tell you to eat it.
Okay,
so go ahead and take a
I'm gonna
bite.
say his favorite fruity snack would be, not real fruit. But I would
It's
say
definitely not fresh strawberries.
maybe
That's tart. It's very tart.
Scooby snacks.
It's tangy.
Scooby snacks, like the fruit snacks.
Yeah,
What
You
a
like
weird,
those?
weird choice.
No,
I like those.
you're wrong.
Ben, what's your favorite fruity snack?
No, are we doing fruit snack for fruit snack?
Fruity snack.
No, I mean Gushers. We've had this conversation.
Actually, when we literally just had this conversation earlier tonight, you gave a completely different answer.
No, you can't get Gushers anymore.
You
can
can.
get
They're
Gushers? What are
they've
you
literally
talking
been around this entire time.
They're all over the
Grape
grocery store.
Gushers?
Yes, I'm pretty sure grape is a flavor, but Gushers have been around this entire time.
I
I
don't.
can,
think
go, I can go get you Gushers right now.
I don't think you can get grape Gushers.
Hey, I have
You might be right about grape still
That's
being
my
around,
that's my favorite.
but Gushers
flavor.
are still around.
you guys, are you going to eat that other cookie?
It's pretty good.
Wow, you like it? I just
No,
took a
I-
bite out of it, actually.
It's really good.
Is it strawberry?
It's not strawberry.
Is it cherry?
It's not cherry.
Honestly, like I'm having trouble.
Ben, what did you tell me your favorite fruity snack was
Like
upstairs?
yes, available now.
What is it?
It's I do if I'm not doing chocolate and I'm going to get a fruit tea type snack.
Yes.
It's gonna be a sour gummy worm or something like that.
Or what was the other thing you said?
You're still not hitting the mark. For
Jesus, man, what do you want me to say?
Sour.
Sour Patch Kids.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sour Patch Kids Oreos.
Oh no.
That's what you just had.
Yeah, no.
No, what?
It just no. It just doesn't.
I want to.
It doesn't. That's not in my mind. Like you eat that, and even if you tell me, I'm like, no.
Did
no.
you like it?
Yeah, it was good.
So your favorite gusher is Gushing Grape?
I mean, the purple grape Gusher is
It's called Gushing Grape.
Is it still available right now?
No.
Exactly.
But
mean-
Gushers are still very much.
Yeah.
a thing.
Again, I don't give a shit because the very specific thing that I know is out of stock because I've looked. Come on, Hasbro or whoever makes them.
Hasbro.
I don't give a shit.
makes-
Monsanto.
Yeah, Monsanto.
but Gushers are still very much a
Come on,
thing.
come on, Del Monte or Del. What's the other Del one? That's really conglomerate. Del. No, anybody.
No. I am not sure, but Gushers as a whole is made.
DuPont.
Oh wait,
DuPont. That's what I was thinking of. DuPont.
Gushers. You can actually get Gushing Grape / tropical. So you
In
can
what
buy
country?
both.
In what country?
In America.
Mm.
On
Actually, yeah.
Amazon, imported from Canada.
Oh, see, I told you what country? Canada.
But
So they're not in America.
But you can get them saying.
Well, then I would get them sent here. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm so sorry.
I hope you get some Gushers sent to you.
Yeah, when you're in
But
Texas,
it's like-
and Nate and I will have them as a sponsor.
it's like $10 for 6 pouches, which is really expensive.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Inflation, baby.
Thanks,
Nate-
Biden.
Snackflation.
So, Nate, you liked these Sour Patch Kids Oreos?
I think they were pretty
Yeah, they're
good.
pretty good.
I wasn't the biggest fan. I don't dislike them.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
there's something. First of all, let me explain.
What?
I don't love Sour Patch Kids.
I don't either.
I think they're fine, but like for me, I just don't want a sour flavor with my cookie.
Now
It
that it's been
wasn't
in my
sour, it
mouth
was
for like a
sweet.
good 2-3 minutes, I can taste the sour. Like
I don't
really,
taste the sour.
It's settled in.
but I'm also drinking beer.
Yeah, I don't want the sour in my cookie. It just doesn't work for me. I don't need that.
You like it in your mouth, though.
I do love the cookie in my mouth. I love putting cookies in my
Let's
mouth.
just have that as a song. I do love the cookie in my mouth.
I do. I don't know what that.
Would you say you're a cookie monster?
Oh, I'm pretty close. If I'm, at the very least, I'm like a cookie Goebbels.
A cookie Goebbels, like Joseph Goebbels
Yeah.
from Germany? in
Yeah,
the
like
40s?
he's not quite Hitler.
Oh
but
my God! What a weird pull! Holy shit! More like a cookie Ava Braun.
I mean, if you
I'm
figure,
just like right there, but like not really involved.
I mean, if Cookie Monster is like the monster of eating cookies,
I understand your logic. I just don't agree with it. Like that's crazy.
you don't think Cookie Goebbels is like
Cookie Goebbels.
would be like the second in command of Cookie Monster?
I don't think that at all. You could have said anything.
So who would it be?
You could have like Cookie Wolfman or Cookie Frankenstein.
Wolfman is a specific monster.
Cookie, real person from history who was responsible for the deaths of millions of peoples.
Cookie Monster is responsible for the deaths of millions of cookies.
And probably by now, millions of adults.
All right, do your best Cookie Monster impression.
Me want cookie.
Cookie for me. Me want cookie. Nate?
Hi.
Come on.
Me want cookie.
Yeah, not bad.
There
at
we
all,
go.
see?
Yeah, at least you didn't shout into it this time.
A little bit better than your Woody Woodpecker.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Little.
Or a lot.
Well, you guys can get Sour Patch Kids Oreos out in your store right now. They're all over there.
It's the laziest. I don't know. Any store, really.
No, they really are all over. Like, I mean, they're in a big yellow package.
All right, well, we did it.
Chomp them up, guys.
This has been another episode of Go Please Yourself. Find us or any store.
Find us in any store.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't listen to us at pretty much any podcast location.
Yeah, we're like the Gushin' Grape Gushers.
We're like the Gobles of movie podcasts. Jesus Christ. I got to take some time off. This is hard to say.
That's what Goble should have
worse.
done. Goble should have taken some time off.
Jesus Christ. I don't know. I apologize. I think we really have to apologize. I feel for the first
I think
time
technically
ever.
we actually had to release
Like
a statement.
this is we're not gonna edit this out, but I feel like I should say I'm sorry. Like we should not say. I don't know if we should say that. I feel uncomfortable right now. Is all I'm saying.
Here's the thing.
Oh.
Cookie Monster's responsible for eating so many cookies. And so, like, if he's the Cookie Monster,
Stop doubling down. Stop.
what would you say instead?
Stop digging your hole, man.
What would you say?
Not like I said earlier. Like just like I thought you're like, oh, he's like the cookie. I'm not really a cookie monster. More of a cookie. And honestly, I thought you were saying Cookie Goblin. That's what I thought you were gonna. And I'm like, oh, what a fun little almost monster. But instead, I'm like, did you say Goebbels? Like his name's I believe Joseph Goebbels.
I'm impressive that you knew that.
To be fair,
What the fuck, man?
Cookie Goblin does sound pretty good.
Exactly. I really wish you just would have said Cookie Goblin and we could just move the fuck on. But now we're over here like assigning Sesame Street characters to the Holocaust. This is insane.
I don't know. I feel like there's always been a metaphor there.
I don't really feel like there has been.
Hey guys, have you guys seen any movies?
Yeah, I saw this documentary about Joseph Goebbels.
Oh, what was it called?
That's the only reason I knew.
It was called
World War.
It was called Monster. The cookie. Whatever. I don't know. I'm done with that. Brad.
Yeah, no, it's a bit that we really need to be careful.
Yeah, no,
around
honestly, that's a
it's a
very very
we've only got hundreds of listeners, but
yeah.
still.
Let's not drill down to one listener who's like really passionate about that joke.
Who?
I don't know. Aryan Ted.
Aryan Ted?
Yeah, he's a follower.
Oh, that's probably not good for us.
Yeah, definitely not a
on
leader.
Truth Social on
Yeah,
our Truth
on
Social page.
our Truth Social page.
Well, Nate's Truth Social
Yeah.
page. What's the last movie you saw?
I actually saw quite a few movies this week.
Oh, all right. Nate, you can go first then.
No, I want you to go first.
I watched the first movie was the assigned movie that I was given.
Oh.
Brad gave me The Brothers Bloom,
Ah, yes.
and I did watch that film.
Who directed this film?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I mean, I really.
A little fella by the name of Ryan Johnson.
Okay, yeah. I remember that now. Thanks.
Dipshit.
I really didn't.
What the movie is about?
It's a con man movie starring Mark Ruffalo and Adrian Brody, and they play the Brothers Bloom, and they take advantage of people starting in like the 1950s or maybe 40s and go all the way up to, I guess it's the 80s. You know, it's hard to place because they try to scam Rachel Weisz, and she drives a pretty like late model Lamborghini or whatever in the film. And so that's what threw me off as far as the period. I couldn't tell what year it was, but I think it was probably the 80s then. And basically the two brothers have been kicked out of every foster parent situation possible for their scamming and their lying and their cheating in their ways. And Mark Ruffalo is always trying to have Adrian Brody, do a con with him, and then Adrian Brody wants to quit, and he gets but they pulled me back in for one last job. And so this is the larger story of that last job, and it's very well done. I liked it a lot. It's very well written. There's so many funny lines, and the plot is very good. I don't remember
Johnson's a great writer.
the name. The guy who plays Hagrid.
Robbie Coltrane.
Robbie Coltrane is in it.
R.I.P.
And he's fantastic as the Belgian. And there's a lot of good stuff in this film. I really enjoyed it. It's just again, I think that the writing stands out as the thing that I enjoyed the most about it.
Yeah, I love this movie. It's a very fun con man movie. There's a lot of cool twists in it. It's very, very clever. Like you said, very well written. If you haven't seen The Brothers Bloom, you should definitely go out of your way to see it.
It's fun.
It's a good time.
Yeah. So that got me thinking. I haven't done a rewatch of some con man movies, con artist movies lately. So then I watched Matchstick Men.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I remember it way differently than I saw it this time.
Was it better or worse?
It was slower than I remember.
Really?
The build is a lot slower. But once it gets going, like halfway through the movie, honestly, then you're like, holy shit. And
that has
to
be a pretty young Sam Rockwell.
It is. It's a young Sam Rockwell, and it's a again, probably 40-something-year-old Nicolas Cage.
Alison Lohman's in this. This is an actress I have not heard.
I don't really think she's doing anything anymore, honestly.
But she was pretty.
The daughter, obviously.
Yeah,
she's great.
Was pretty big in this era, right? She was doing quite a bit of stuff.
Yeah, so it's a story
Big
of
fish.
two con men that are obviously out there scheming, and one of the con men finds out that he has, he knew that he had a daughter from his ex, but the daughter actually shows up in his life, and he's like trying to figure out how to be a dad while also being a con man with his partner Sam Rockwell, and it's a very slow burn, but once it finally gets there, it's a lot more dramatic than I remember. I thought it was like I looked at it like, oh, I'm gonna sit down and watch a comedy, but it's definitely a dramatic film that turns kind of action thriller, and there's definitely some comedy in it, but it's Ridley Scott, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and overall it's fantastic. Like at the end of it, I was like, it's such a great movie.
Raj gave this film 4 out of 4 stars.
Who? Roger Ebert.
Roger Ebert.
Oh yeah, and
Nate calls him Raj like he's his uncle.
Well, you can trust that guy a little bit, so pretty decent.
He described it as so absorbing that whenever it cuts away from the plot, there is another better plot to cut to. Do you agree?
Yeah. I was never ever bored. It was always engaging.
He said Nick Cage's performance is captivating.
Yeah, Nick Cage plays. Obviously, it can't just be a character that is a con man, right? It's got to have a layer to it.
It's such a weird thing because I don't know if Nick Cage is a good actor. Like, I think he is, but it's just such a weird.
He can play unhinged in so many different levels, is what it is. And in this one, he is kind of.
He's obsessive compulsive.
He is, but also a lot of it is
I've not seen
psychological, and he thinks he needs pills, but maybe he doesn't. And he's got a psychiatrist that's all this other stuff. So anyway, but end of the day, if you've not seen Matchstick Men, again, I like it better than The Brothers Bloom. Honestly,
you like it better than The Brothers Bloom?
I do.
Oh, I won't go that far.
And then I watched Catch Me If You Can, which I haven't seen in a long time, but I was obviously fiending for some more.
Do you know who directed that?
Steve did.
Yeah, Stevie.
Uncle Steve.
My good friend Uncle Steve.
Stevie Spielberg.
I can't believe you haven't seen that movie until now. I watch that movie every Christmas at least.
Yeah, but you watch all of Steven Spielberg's movies every Christmas.
That's a good point. It probably does happen.
So yeah, I hadn't seen it probably in, I don't know, 15, 20 years.
Wow.
Since it came out.
I love that movie so
much.
much.
The film was a success.
Oh, it's fantastic. The surprising thing about that movie, watching it so many years later, is I forgot. Like if you were to ask me before I watched it for like the whatever second or third time, now that I'm at the age I am, I would have just said, oh, it's a cat and mouse game between Tom Hanks's character and
but so much more
Leonardo DiCaprio. What you forget is how inept at the beginning Tom Hanks's character really is at his job. And it's not necessarily that he's inept at the job, but it's like the field work part of it. And like he falling for things. And like Frank Abagnale Jr. has the better of him the entire way, pretty much. Even when he's sick and in France, there's still.
But I don't necessarily think that it's that he's inept. It's also just that Frank's is that good too.
But I remember. So what I'm saying is, I remember them painting it as like this is like Tom Hanks is the best of the best, and he's going after the best of the best. That's my memory.
No,
and
he's just normal guy.
He's just a normal guy, exactly, and a guy that is obsessed with catching him.
Yeah,
I mean that cast though: Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hanks, Christopher Walken, Martin Sheen. I mean,
Christopher Walken
Amy Adams.
is fantastic.
Amy
Adams
Adams,
is great. Yeah, Chris Walken is otherly. I mean, he's fantastic in everything.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite
James
performances.
Brolin, another one in that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
forgot
just
James
so
Brolin
good.
is in
I
that.
think, but so there's another layer. Have you seen The Fablemans yet? I forget.
No.
I've not seen this, but I want to.
So, since you've seen Catch Me If You Can more recently, you probably won't need to do this. But Nate, after you go watch The Fablemans, go rewatch Catch Me If You Can.
Why is that?
Completely recontextualizes Frank as a character for you, and you see what it is Spielberg found in that story, and like
He was
and
putting
what,
some personal
and what he latched onto.
anecdotal stuff
yeah,
in there.
Yeah, there's some really, really interesting stuff.
And then after you watch the film, go rewatch Jaws because he put some real. He had a pet shark when he was a boy, and it really recontextualizes a lot of what.
so
Jaws,
you did see it?
I did, yeah.
No, but The Fablemans is a tremendous movie. I love The Fablemans. So.
And then I saw last night. I saw the Lost World Jurassic Park.
Oh, so you stuck with Uncle Steve?
I did stick with Uncle Steve. My girlfriend Ashley's boys came over. Although she was there too, and they'd seen Jurassic Park, but they had not seen the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Is this in like 4K yet or anything? Or
We just rented it. I don't even know.
I didn't know if it
I think it
look.
is.
Does it look old when you watch it?
No.
Not really. Honestly,
yeah,
it looked
that's what I
just
didn't
fine. I had forgotten a lot about this movie. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't either. 1997, this film came out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really haven't seen it in a while. It holds up though. It's still very good.
I would say the first 2/3 are fantastic. The third act
They spoiler alert, they get back to the city of San Diego, and that's where I was like, oh, this is going off the rails.
gets a little silly. But yeah, but those first two acts on the other island are awesome.
They're really great. Yeah,
Because that cliffside sequence with the
Yeah.
RVs is an all time.
yeah, it's just as well. It's not just as good as the upside down Ford Explorer scene in the first one, but it's close.
Yeah.
It's very, very.
I want to
very
quiz you
good.
guys. All right. I looked up the Rotten Tomato scores for all the Jurassic movies.
Mhm.
All right. What do you think is the number one on number one with Rotten Tomato scores of the Jurassic Park films?
The
Jurassic
first one.
Park,
by far.
What's the score?
94%.
93%.
Brad is correct. 92%.
How-
What?
What?
Closer.
Oh,
Yeah,
get
it's closer.
The fuck out of here.
What is the number two?
I don't want it to be true, but it's probably going to be Jurassic World.
Yeah, that's my guess too. It's either that or the third one.
It's definitely not the third one.
Correct. Jurassic World. What is the 2015 film with Chris Pratt? For those that don't know, what is the Rotten Tomato score?
71%.
85.
Rain Man.
Is it-
71%.
Yeah, you're right.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
71%.
I'm really good at this job.
All right. What's number three?
With the recency bias of these, like they're
No, number 3 is going to be Lost World because I Dominion and Fallen Kingdom were fucking torn apart.
okay.
Brad is correct. The Lost World, Jurassic Park, 1997 film, the film you just watched. What is the Rotten Tomato score?
61.
53.
Mother freaker. Are you kidding me?
Right on the money again? Really?
Yes.
Wow, nice.
You're fucking right.
You're,
I know
you're
my,
never this good.
my-
No,
normally, though.
you're never this good at anything.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let me have one.
All right.
This is your one.
So you guys are doing good. Number 4.
4 is going to be
3.
No, 3.
3 did it really get trashed?
Yeah, man. 3's fucking awful, dude. 3 is horrendous.
Okay.
But it's going against the other
it's
Chris
going,
Pratt
but yeah,
Jurassic
it's going
films.
to the other sequels.
Yeah, that's
though.
the thing.
I'm gonna say 3. Fuck it. I'm going with 3.
I'm going to say Fallen Kingdom.
Ben is right again.
Wow.
Jurassic Park 3, 2001 film. What is the Rotten Tomatoes score? I will give you a hint. We are now under 50%.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I'll go 39%.
37.
49%.
Oh,
Not as steep of a drop as I would have
see?
thought.
Told you.
And then what is the final 2? Let's go with the 5th,
The last one is the worst one.
the most recent one.
I don't know if it is.
In my opinion.
Because I feel like there's a lot of cool stuff in Dominion. I feel like Fallen Kingdom is just all over the place.
I'm kind of
Isn't
with you.
it-
I
isn't
think Dominion isn't a good film, but
Yeah.
Is the last one though where they're in
it's not the
the
worst.
bazaar? and like they're
Yeah.
that was so bad.
No, I know. I don't think it's good, but I think that there's more interesting things in it than there were in Fallen Kingdom.
okay,
plus
which
at least Dominion brought the original cast back.
Oh yeah, okay. You know what? I'm allowed to take in new information and change my mind. You're right. That is true. I did love seeing them no matter what it's going to be.
Exactly.
So
There's some things there.
I apologize.
You guys are wrong. It's Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. What is the Rotten Tomatoes score?
Like I said, this was how I had originally said it before I took in that new information from my liar partner, Brad. So I'm going to say that this one is a stalwart 33%.
37.
47.
Wow, you're losing it, Ben.
All right, last one. Jurassic World.
Apparently, your powers only apply to the good Jurassic
the
Park
original
movies.
trilogy.
Jurassic Park or Jurassic World Dominion.
29%. 29%.
That's
probably way higher than that.
33%.
Mother freaker. 29%.
Oh,
He's back.
Yeah, we did it, baby. Ended on a win.
So only 3 of the films are above 50%. Only 2 of the films have an actual actual tomato.
All right. Well, that was a fun impromptu Jurassic Park
Yeah.
game.
That surprises me a little bit that
we played a game
that Ben was so great. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
In a good mood because I won.
You were like a savant in some of those. Too.
Yeah,
The
that was
Rotten
stupid.
Tomatoes
Yeah.
scores. That was
What happened? I just blacked out.
Savor the flavor because it won't happen again.
Okay.
It's a Tommy Boy quote.
Yeah, I get it.
All right. Well,
You seen
thanks
that
for
movie?
listening.
I watched Idiocracy today.
Oh, cool.
Did you really?
I did. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
since
I watched the
watched
news
it.
too, Ben.
Oh.
Hey-oh! Fuck this country.
Whoa.
Old Nazi over here.
Brondo is what plants crave.
So,
Anyway, yeah, no, it's
Maya Rudolph.
she. By the way, holy crap! I forgot how just absolutely stunning she is in this film. Like she's gorgeous. Maya Rudolph's very attractive anyway, but boy, oh boy, was she very, very, very pretty.
and Terry Crews.
Also very
Also
pretty,
very pretty.
very pretty.
Is this the height of Dax Shepard's film career?
I'm not sure there is a height.
Hit and Run is underrated.
Hit and Run was fine.
It's not fine. It's better than that. It's
not.
better than that.
You assigned it to me, and I watched it.
And you said it was fine,
and it's fine.
but it's not. It's better than that.
No, it's fine.
I mean, fine isn't great, right?
Exactly, but I think it's better than that. So anyway, no, I mean, this movie it still holds up. It pretty much always will, unless something drastically changes. But Mike Judge is a genius, and this is great. You know, it's a really, really, really fun movie.
Do you guys want to know what Dax Shepard's highest Rotten Tomatoes score movie is?
It's Hit and Run at 53%.
No.
Oh darn it! That would have been awesome. You guys got to give that to me.
Close.
It would have been really cool.
It is Paw Patrol the movie at 80%.
There you go.
And then Zathura.
Did he play Dax, the German Shepherd?
Oh boy!
No, but that'd be fun.
Oh yeah, that's a missed
He
opportunity.
played
right there.
Ruben.
He played Ruben the Sandwich.
A talking sandwich.
Idiocracy has.
Yeah, he had a real wry sense of humor.
All right,
Sauerkraut.
Idiocracy has 71%.
71%.
Yeah, and then he's also in Baby Mama that has 63%. Those are the only films that actually have a positive tomato score.
That's okay. He doesn't need to. You know, he's got his podcast, The Armchair Expert. He's doing just fine.
And he's making a crap load on it.
Yeah,
He is married to Kristen Bell, so he is doing just
Is
fine.
Kristen Bell doing anything anymore?
I mean, she does the Frozen movies whenever they pop up.
Cool. The other movie that I saw in the theater with my buddy Brad, that's why I wanted to end on it. It's not necessarily the last movie I saw, but we saw Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Yes.
Bad Boys, Bad Boys.
Because unfortunately, they took Bad Boys for Life for the third movie.
Exactly. Which
What you gonna do?
okay.
But yeah, we saw it, and it's a Bad Boys movie.
Yeah. The first act sucks.
Yes.
It's
It's
just real.
64% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's just not funny, and there's the setup is just lame.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, and it's plus it's while I appreciate what they do with Will Smith's character, it does feel kind of odd that the way that they're developing them involves a character that we haven't met before.
Yeah, it feels rushed.
Yeah.
and just kind of put upon.
It honestly feels like an apology tour. Like, hey, guess what? We know Will Smith slapped Chris Rock in the face in front of millions, so we're gonna pull back Mike Lowry's dickbag tendencies a little bit and make him a little more vulnerable. And
maybe that's Mike. That's Will Smith being like, hey. Can we change my character so that I am a little bit better in the public eye here?
Yeah.
But whatever. The second act, it gets better. And by the third act, you're having a good time. You're kind of laughing along with them.
Yeah.
The jokes that are weakly set up in the first part are kind of starting to pay off a little bit. And but the action. It's a Bad Boys movie all the way through.
Yeah.
The action's great.
Cool visuals. It's the same directing duo who did Bad Boys for Life, and so they do some cool stuff here as well with the action and how they present it. Even when it's not action, they just do some stuff that is interesting that you wouldn't normally expect. It just looks cool. It really does just look cool. But yeah, the sense of humor just feels like it needs to be punched up. Like they just need some like good comedians to like really do like an overhaul on the jokes.
Especially
Who
now.
directed this?
I forget their name. They each go by like just single names.
The problem now with this being the fourth Bad Boys movie is when you see and you hear a roaring Porsche 911 changing lanes very quickly, and you cut inside, like I feel like I could write what they're gonna say because it's like, Mike, slow down. And he's like, we're late because of you. And it's like that. Wow, we've seen this silly
it's
so tired.
Married dialogue
it's so
from like
tired.
yeah.
But then there's a scene where they get into a convenience store and something happens, and it was actually pretty funny. Like there are ways that they can do it, and there were glimpses of that. But again, like I have seen that so many times before that it was pretty boring to watch the setups a lot.
The directing duo, by the way, is Adil and Bilal are their names.
There you go.
No idea who that is.
Now you do.
Deal and below.
It had a pretty good opening though.
It did. It had a very, very big opening.
We were there for it.
It even overperformed, I believe. So
I think 104 million
worldwide,
but that's
Hey,
still.
I
I think the film's budget was 100 million. So I mean,
these days, if you can make $100 million in the opening weekend of your film, you're not doing bad.
No, for sure.
It's happier than The Fall Guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Absolutely is.
So Brad, what else have you seen, buddy? Sorry, I watched The 100 Beavers.
Oh
no, you did.
I did. I rented it right before I watched the Brothers Bloom. I watched it, and you're exactly right. It's Charlie Chaplin and Bugs Bunny come to life, and it was also more crass than I thought it was going to be.
Hundreds of beavers. Or?
Sorry, what's it called?
Hundreds of Beavers.
Hundreds of Beavers. But yeah, it's a black and white film. There's no talking. It's just sound effects and grunts.
There's no talking.
There's like obscure dialogue you can understand like what they're saying, but they're really just saying gibberish. And there's like a couple like exact lines, but like it's largely played out like a Looney Tune, like silent music, physical comedy.
There's so many things that they do well. Just hard pass for Nate.
I mean, it's just like okay. Did it keep your interest?
No, it did. And it was
there was a plot developing.
It's pure slapstick. And I liked it for that, especially because you could tell it's a low budget film, but it was so creative, and I kept wanting to see like how they were going to make it more creative. There's specifically this stuff where he builds a fire and the wind keeps coming from different directions. I laughed out. There's a part where he jumps down on the fire and then his ass just becomes on fire, right? Yeah. So the transitive properties, I guess, like it went through him and caught his butt on fire. Yeah. And I laughed out loud. I went, damn it. Like it got me.
Exactly.
You know? It was so unexpected and it's so fun. And it's just a really fun movie. Like I recommend it. Like,
fun fact, that director is doing the next Marvel film.
Are you serious?
No.
I mean, they take unknowns all the time.
I know.
The Eternals 2?
Yeah. Exactly.
Howard the Duck.
I'd watch that movie.
I'd watch this.
Actually, that would probably be the perfect one.
I'd watch that movie.
100%. I'm glad you enjoyed it, though.
Yeah, no, it's very, very Chaplin, Buster Keaton, slapsticky type stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Nate, what's the last movie you saw?
I decided not to watch movies.
Brad, what's the last movie you saw?
No,
then, buddy?
I saw.
Oh, sorry.
I did see a couple films. I saw a film called Hitman. Have you guys seen this?
Oh no, I've been meaning to actually. I've heard it's very good.
Yeah,
with Timothy Olyphant?
No, Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell, and
this is Hitman, not Hitman.
Hit comma man?
No, just Hitman.
What?
And then the Timothy Olyphant movie is Hitman.
This is two separate words.
Yes.
This is a film.
Is it about a hitman?
No.
What's it about?
No, I'm just kidding.
It is.
Got him.
It's a film directed by Richard Linklater, who also co-wrote this film with Glenn Powell.
There you go.
And
Glenn Powell's the star.
Glenn Powell is a star.
Got him.
What do Richard Linklater and Glenn Powell have in common? They could write a movie together, though. Like, isn't one like 90?
Well, they both made a movie together previously called Everybody Wants Some, so we can start there.
And Richard Linklater is 63, and I think they're both from
I
Texas.
thought Linklater was much older. Well, never mind.
No, he looks good for his age.
Fun fact, though, Dazed and Confused, I listened to an interview with Glenn Powell. Dazed and Confused is the movie that
Inspired him to be an actor.
Inspired him to be an actor.
Yeah.
So
That's easy.
he also was in Apollo 10.5.
Oh, was he?
I think
These
that
are
was
made-up movies.
I haven't seen Apollo 10.5, so you
That's
may
a
be
real
right.
thing?
Yeah, Glenn Powell was.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's one of.
It's a very well rated film, actually.
It's one of Richard Linklater's a little more experimental because he does a similar thing that he did with like Scanner Darkly and stuff, where it's animation but with like on top of actors and stuff like that.
Did you guys see the film Bernie?
Yeah, it's great.
I did.
This has a very similar feel to it.
Okay,
So
that only makes me want to see it more.
no, that I think you would actually really like this. It's a lot of fun. This film is a lot of fun, but it has enough quirks in it to keep you interested in a rom-com.
Yeah.
Right?
Bernie was the Jack Black
Correct.
movie where he was a polka king.
Yeah.
And so this
No,
has
that's not true. That's the Polka King.
this
Oh, then I saw the Polka King.
no didn't what Bernie
I'm just joking. I saw the Bernie.
Yeah, it's like I forget what did Bernie do? I forget. What was it?
He was a funeral director.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
funeral director. Yeah.
And his name's Bernie.
This also has an actress, Adria Arjona.
Which is different than Burning Man, which is a documentary about Burning Man.
Mm-hmm. Say the name again, Nate. Who is it?
Adria Arjona.
Is she related to Ana de Armas?
In my heart, yes.
Yes.
I've got a new crush, guys.
Oh.
I want to put this on in the
On the
public
record.
sphere.
On the
that
record.
I have a big crush on this woman here. She's fantastic in this. There's great chemistry between the two of these. Better chemistry than what was the more recent rom-com that did really well with Glenn Powell?
With
Anyone
Sydney
But You.
Anyone But
Sweeney.
You. That he didn't have a ton of chemistry with Sydney Sweeney.
But I don't know that was his fault.
No, it wasn't. No, that's what I'm saying is watching this film, you get
Like I always say, blame women. You know,
charm of
Oh,
Glenn
boy.
Powell. He's a star. This
Yeah.
guy is a star.
no, he's a certified A-lister.
So this film is about a college professor played by Glenn Powell. And this is based on kind of a true story, though it takes a lot of flourishes. But a college professor that is divorced and moonlights with the FBI or the police or whatever, I think police, in New Orleans.
As a hitman?
No, he's
Okay.
he's doing some other stuff with them. I think like forensics or something like this. But the guy that is their informant for hitmans, like that he does like the sting operations, right? Gets suspended, and they tell Glenn Powell's character, "It's your turn. You got to go in." He's like, I don't know what I'm doing." He goes in. He's freaking great, and so the rest of the film is him doing this. He meets this woman who wants to hire him to kill her husband, fall in love. But it's so interesting. It's so much fun. Their chemistry is freaking off the charts. It's funny. It's well written, well directed. Richard Linklater, guys, I think he has a future. Like, he's pretty good.
We'll see.
I know this is a Netflix film. People don't often like think critically like that Netflix films are, especially rom-coms, are great. This is a great film. I really enjoyed this film, rom-com wise. So you should see it.
I'll be watching it very soon.
Yeah, as I say, I'm surprised you didn't see this. I think I think Brad, you're gonna like this.
I mean, it
film.
literally just came out this past
I
weekend.
think you're gonna
so,
hate it.
I would have watched it if I had
You're
the
gonna
time.
hate it. You're not gonna like it at all.
It's already in my queue, and I'm itching to watch it.
I said it here
It's very
first.
good.
You heard me say it.
I would have seen it in theaters if it was playing nearby.
No, it would have been a fun film to see in theaters.
It
Actually,
did-
there's
it
some
did
really good action.
It got a limited run before it hit Netflix.
Did it?
So yeah.
Okay. Another project I watched was a project called Fallout.
Project.
Oh, I see.
That's a TV show, you motherfucker. Is that all you watch? You watch
Well-
one stupid movie? No, we're not doing this. It's based on a video game. It has no ties to film whatsoever. We're not doing this. Brad, what's the last movie you saw?
Nate.
Unless you saw Nate, did you see another film?
Nate, come over here for a second.
Where are you guys going?
Nate, how was Fallout?
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've heard it's very good.
Leave me over here by myself.
It is very good.
Yeah, I know several people who have watched it and they've said it's great.
Twiddle my thumbs.
And there's a guy named Walton Goggins.
Mm-hmm.
Walking so far away. What are they talking about?
Walton Goggins is very, very good in this.
What are you guys talking about?
Nothing. Go eat some cookies.
All right, I'll make a drink. I'll be back.
They create this world that is so much fun. It is so well done. So it's this like post World War II world.
Mm-hmm.
So all this. By the way, soundtrack just chef's kiss. So good in this. I was
A lot of Reba.
tons.
Yeah.
Tons. A lot of like Ella Fitzgerald type of stuff, but just so much fun. And I just loved it. Ella Purnell, do you know who that is?
Yeah, she's the one from Yellow Jackets, right?
Yes, she's fantastic in it. I loved this. It was almost like watching, in a sense, a little bit like watching Lost again. And
okay.
because there's mystery to it. You don't know exactly where things are going, but it's also fun. So it's like it's not like full mystery kind of, but like they're trying to get to a place you don't know who they're talking about.
Yeah.
You're on this adventure. Now, I say this not having played any video games.
Right.
People that probably play Fallout know exactly where the plot's going. I don't know anything. And so I loved this though. And
Cool.
I'm about 5 episodes in.
All right, I'm back. What? I'm
Nothing. I watched a movie called 12 Monkeys.
Hey, the one I gave you.
Yeah.
What were you guys talking about though?
We just like to have like a little it's
Was
nothing.
it, just fucking be honest, okay?
No, sometimes
Hey!
we like to check in with each other.
Was it about me?
Yeah.
What?
We got a lot of like worries about you.
Name 3.
Your gout?
It's under control.
Is it?
It is.
Yeah. The fact that your nipples are always hard.
Not under control.
No,
Not
I
under
don't
control
know
whatsoever.
Why, though?
It's probably the material of the t-shirts I wear, honestly,
Do you think?
at this point.
Or are you just constantly in a state of being turned on?
Also that.
Also, you understood the Goebbels reference very quickly earlier,
Yeah.
and I feel like you're just a little too tapped into.
Me being smart for once is problematic?
In
Is
this
it
case,
smart?
Yeah, I'm not
or being like,
too aware.
Or just a little too dialed into
At
Joseph Goebbels, who
at
was
the
born in
tip of the
1892.
tongue. It's at the tip of the tongue. The
If
tip
I
of the tongue.
look it up later and he
And
was
he is?
literally
Oh,
born,
man.
and I like Babe Ruth that one, I'm gonna retire from this show. I'm done. Actually, I'm gonna resign. You don't retire after doing something stupid like that. Anyway, so I'm glad you guys were only talking about me and definitely not TV shows.
That's a good point because Hitler killed himself. So
So yeah, you watched the movie that I assigned you.
Yeah. So,
with Mr. Bruce Willis.
friends, picture this.
Yeah.
You don't have one monkey. You don't have 2 monkeys.
I wish this movie was literally about Bruce Willis and 12
You
pet
don't
monkeys.
have 3 or 4 monkeys. You got 12 monkeys jumping on the bed.
Oh my god.
And Bruce Willis says, "Stop, monkeys.
no more monkeys jumping on the bed.
Stop. No more." And then Brad Pitt comes. And there's only 11 monkeys.
You didn't
then.
watch the movie
Because Brad Pitt just dumps beer over.
No, I
the
did watch
monkey.
this movie.
on a private jet.
It's a film. Do you guys like time travel movies in general?
Triangle movies? What?
Time travel.
Oh,
Oh, I love time travel movies.
Do you really?
Yeah, 100%.
What is
my
your favorite?
subgenres.
Yeah, what is your favorite time travel movie?
Well, of
other
course
than
it's Back to the
Back to the
Future.
Future, but is it also Interstellar?
Interstellar is pretty good.
Looper is fantastic.
Yeah, we love Looper. I know you.
I know you love
yeah.
Looper. Yeah.
What
What about the butterfly effect?
I like Butterfly Effect, but it's definitely a little more melodramatic and hammy. But I do like the concept a lot.
I like the Lake House.
The Lake House,
I think actually
wonderful.
another film that you gave me was Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow, great time travel movie.
Source Code.
Yes,
Pretty good.
Arrival is technically a time travel movie. In
You
a
know
way.
what film you like that Ben hates? Terminator.
Yeah, and Terminator 2.
and 3 and Salvation.
Well, 3.
All of
well,
them.
3 is your favorite.
Oh my god!
Followed by Genesis.
I hate you so much. Dark Fate is so underrated. by
Dark
the
Fate
way.
is incredible.
It's underrated.
I do love Dark Fate.
About Time.
Yep, About Time.
This is a time travel film starring Bruce Willis and a younger Brad Pitt. I don't know if I love Bruce Willis in films. I'm gonna say that.
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna just take a pause here. Go on, because like there is, I can maybe see where you're going here, but I want to hear what you have to say.
I actually
You're wrong.
So I used to love Bruce Willis. I did, and then I saw good acting. And
Jesus,
the man has aphasia.
yeah, come on. What you're like?
What?
You're dancing
least
on his early grave.
Wait until he's at least dead in the ground, man.
well, I can't say that his acting abilities aren't great. He made a lot of money. Good for him.
I feel like you're making a blanket statement where, like, sure, he's made some shit,
Yeah,
but like
after he was diagnosed with aphasia, or not diagnosed with aphasia.
he made some shit even
What's
before
a good
that.
film that he's done? Like that, his acting abilities is really
Die
on.
Hard.
Pulp Fiction,
Guys, no, keep going.
Fifth Element.
No. I'm saying, give me a good acting performance that he's done.
The Last Boy Scout.
Yeah, this fucking guy.
No, guys. Oh, I'm asking you
Sin
for
City.
Sin City's not
Look
bad,
Who's Talking, and I'm not joking.
Yeah. The Jackal. Honestly.
I just don't
The
think.
Sixth Sense, Unbreakable.
Yeah.
No, the Sixth Sense. Unbreakable is better than Sixth Sense.
Die Hard 2, Die Harder.
Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yes, Die Hard with a Vengeance is
It's
fantastic.
just he plays, I think, a very one note kind of guy. And I know you guys love that note. You love that note. He plays that note, and you guys are like, let me sing the song of my people.
The
right?
difference between his character in The Sixth Sense and his character in Die Hard is so fucking stark.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing for you.
It's just not that
And
great,
Pulp
though.
Fiction.
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction is good. I just don't think he's that great.
Here's the thing. I would never say Bruce Willis is like one of the greatest actors of all time, but by no means is he a bad actor.
Looper.
Yeah, fucking A, man.
What awards has he won? Do you?
It doesn't matter. He doesn't like any time I'm watching a Bruce Willis film, he's not by far not the worst part of it. He mainly elevates what he's doing in it, and he's ultimately very watchable as an action star at the very least. Fuck, I even liked some of the shit in Hudson Hawk is not.
Nate, I wonder
horrible.
if you have a problem with how action stars operate, because a lot of action stars do play shades of similar characters. But
It could be.
Because you have the same problem with Tom Cruise.
Yep.
I
It
imagine
could
you
be.
probably have similar problems with the action roles that Nicolas Cage has played over the years.
I don't love Nicolas Cage movies. No, I don't. I don't love him as an actor either.
Yeah, see, he's just a weird guy.
Yeah, oh my God! Adaptation is the exact same as
No,
Con Air.
no. I think actually
he's playing
Nicolas
the same
Cage
role.
has,
Moonlight.
No.
Or Moonstruck. Is the
Nicolas
same,
Cage has
it's fucking
far.
Moonlighting is what I was thinking of with Bruce Willis.
He's got far more depth as a actor. I just don't love Nicolas Cage.
So 12 Monkeys.
Time travel film. So think
In
of
your head,
this.
is Bruce Willis or is Johnny Depp a better actor?
Are you talking about just acting?
Johnny
just
Depp.
acting.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Johnny Depp's a better actor than Bruce Willis.
And then Bruce
Wait,
Willis.
no. Where were we going with that question?
And then so
Do you think Bruce Willis is a
hold
better
on,
actor?
hold on. So you say that Johnny Depp's a better actor than Bruce Willis. Okay.
Yep.
So then Johnny Depp and Keanu Reeves.
Okay,
Just
You're
answer.
gonna get
Just
upset.
answer. Just answer.
Johnny Depp.
Okay. So then Keanu Reeves and Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Keanu Reeves.
See, this is why I can't trust anything he says. Because it's
But-
Bruce Willis in those.
But here's the
for
thing:
sure.
is neither one of them are good actors.
Oof.
That's
Neither one of them.
nah.
Are
See you.
No, they're both good actors. That's the problem.
good. You think Keanu Reeves is a good actor?
Yes, when not in everything because he's been miscast in a lot of stuff, but
Miscast.
yeah, but he's great in The Lake House, which is a great romantic comedy,
Yeah, it is
and he's
good.
great in The Matrix, and he's great in
No,
John
he's-
Wick. He's great as
not
Bill in
great.
Bill and Ted's.
He's fine.
No,
What
he,
do you? He's
great
great
in all those movies.
He's great in Point
He's great in
Point
Speed.
Blank,
He's fine.
He's great in Speed.
He's fine.
This fucking guy.
right? I mean, you're looking at
So,
you're looking at the worst. Like, oh, Johnny Mnemonic, he was pretty bad.
Put-
Yeah, it's a shit movie.
Put Keanu Reeves Okay, put Brad Pitt in Speed. Which one's the better actor?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Nope.
Because Brad Pitt would not play that role the same, and Keanu Reeves was fucking
He'd
picture
actually
perfect.
act in it, though. Brad Pitt would actually act in the film if he was in it.
That role doesn't fit Brad Pitt, and he's not good enough actor to make me think he is.
You don't think Brad Pitt's a good actor?
I don't love Brad Pitt
Why?
as an actor.
Why?
Honestly,
It's too much Brad Pitt in every role.
for similar reasons that you seemingly don't like Bruce Willis. I feel like Brad Pitt more often than not is playing
Pitt.
a variation of Brad Pitt.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who hurt you?
Brad Pitt.
Brad was on the plane.
He
was on the plane.
My birth name is Brad Pitt.
Also, by the way, Nicolas Cage is a way better actor than all of those names we all just said. He has, yes, he's been in some bad movies. His performances across the board are just. He's won an Oscar. The man has done it all.
Yeah, I don't actually
he's
know
above
what
reproach.
I
in
don't
my
know
opinion.
what to do with Nick Cage. Honestly,
You respect him.
Yeah, you can.
I don't.
Sure, he was in Knowing and Next and whatever those bullshit was.
I don't.
But you're talking about the man who was fucking leaving Las Vegas, Nick Cage. Even stuff like Gone in 60 Seconds, where he's
Face
chewing
Off.
the scenery and having a good time. Memphis Reigns is a great character,
He
and
is.
it's fun.
That's true.
Fuck yourself, man.
I don't disrespect any of these actors. They've
Well,
made
you-
a
Boy,
Just-
you have
you tried
shat
hard.
on
You
a lot of them.
Tried hard.
If this
That-
is you
that I
not
don't-
disrespecting,
listen.
I would love to see what it is you tried.
Who do you
disrespecting him.
really disrespect?
Kudos to Keanu Reeves or Bruce Willis for making. I like a lot of their films, right? But I just don't think they're great actors.
And especially coming off the heels of Bruce Willis in 12 Monkeys, which is a great performance.
It's fine.
Oh boy.
Man.
I like the film though a lot. I do like the
Because
film.
if I would have given you Hudson Hawk, honestly, and you were like, yeah, he's just not great. Okay, fine. Or
What
even
is-
The Jackal.
what is-
I threw that out as, yeah, it's fine. It's not one of his better performances, but 12 Monkeys, he's making choices and he's doing something.
What is Hudson Hawk, by the way? You keep on mentioning it.
It's like a takeoff of like the singing detective almost.
It's like a quirky action
He
comedy.
really wanted to sing in a movie. And honestly,
Is he great?
It's
No,
him and,
he's a terrible singer.
It's him and Danny Aiello. And it's just a caper movie where he sings a lot.
And Andy McDowell.
It's not great.
Richard E. Grant's in it as well.
Yeah, it's not
Sandra,
it's not. It would be one that I would point to be like,
Hey,
not Bruce Willis's best work.
your crush Sandra Bernhard's in this.
I think
too.
in recent
her.
years, Hudson Hawk has kind of faced a little bit of reevaluation, and people dig it.
Good, but
Yeah.
back then it was not looked at as a win.
Why do they dig it now?
I don't know. I think it's just time has been kind to it. Like the style, it feels like maybe it was a little bit ahead of its time.
And that's the thing. Like movies like Last Action Hero,
Yeah.
that are a little bit more meta,
Hey, next
or where
time-
they're playing with genres. Now that's a lot more accepted these days.
Yeah.
Assign me Hudson Hawk, and maybe I will change my opinion of Bruce Willis.
Brad, you're going to be the one that gives him a movie next, so I'll leave that up to
I'm
you.
not gonna waste my time because if we're not changing his mind with all the Bruce Willis movies he's already
I was
seen,
gonna say,
Hudson Hawk's
yeah,
not gonna do
that's
it.
not the one.
I don't dislike Bruce Willis. You guys are not hearing the nuance. I just don't think he's a great actor. Do you think he's a great in Armageddon?
Yeah.
Yes,
You think that's great?
Yeah.
great all-time performance from Bruce Willis in
Armageddon
yes.
is the best that Bruce Willis can do.
No, he gives an all-time performance in that film. That film is heightened because of Bruce Willis. And a lot of other actors can do a similar thing in that film, but he did it very well. Like I was not saddened by his performance in that film whatsoever.
Yeah.
Who would do better in that role? Arnold Schwarzenegger or Bruce Willis?
Come on, man.
Bruce Willis.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. All that.
It's definitely not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's best performance is probably Maggie.
Do you think Arnold Schwarzenegger is a good actor?
No. I think he's a great actor. Watch True Lies and tell me he's not a great actor. Like that's a great film. He's
I actually think
he's a great actor in that film.
I thought he was joking for a second. He's serious.
He's not a great actor overall. He has great performances. He's great in The Terminator.
Yeah.
Great, I mean, legitimately great. Legitimately great in T2.
Yep.
I mean, as any role in The Terminator, he knows how to play that role. But True Lies, if you go back and watch that film, I will stake my claim as he's a great actor in that role.
Yeah.
Give me the goddamn page, and he smashes the window and has the. I mean, he's
What about Kindergarten
wonderful.
Cop?
He's good in that. There's a lot of comedy.
He's
got great timing.
impeccable comedic timing.
Yeah.
For someone of his
Twins?
stature and background, he has unbelievable comedic timing.
Okay.
Twins is phenomenal. When's the last time you saw Twins? It's
No,
phenomenal.
it's been a while. And you guys love these action stars more than I do, right?
The problem is that, like, again, Commando, right? I'm not going like, wow, what a great actor he is in Commando. Even my favorite movie of all time is Predator. Of course, he's a muscle-bound guy, and he's playing a commando role type thing.
Was that pretty early in his acting career still?
No, that was he had been acting since 1979, so that was like almost 10 years in. Now, that was one of the movies that put him on the map after Terminator, for sure.
I don't remember.
But then after that, it's like Red Sonja, and it Red the other one with Jim Belushi, but then in 90 he did Twins, which was his first comedy, really, and he crushed
Twins
it
when it came out.
and then by 94 or 95, 96, I can't remember what it was, but True Lies came out, I think, 96, if I'm not mistaken. And that was a perfect balance of action and drama and comedy. I mean, it was just a great film.
Sylvester Stallone, who's the better actor between Arnold and Sylvester?
I think early on it's Sylvester, and then later on it's Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe it.
Because you can't start a career playing Rocky and Rambo, but then people don't forget he shit the bed right after that, like a lot. And then when he finally went back to Rocky and Rambo is when he.
So would you say that Sylvester though has the highest performance? The highest ceiling.
Yeah, if you're gonna say who gave the best performance, it would probably
in their
be
career.
As John Rambo in First Blood. That's probably the best performance I've seen.
Do you agree?
At the end of the film, when he has the dialogue with the general or whatever, it's some of the most heart-wrenching shit you'll ever see anybody do, and he did it perfectly. And then Rocky Balboa is a fantastic character, and that first film was fucking phenomenal.
True.
His performance was epic. Now, after that, you could talk a lot about Cobretti and and all these other shit, but again, Schwarzenegger, I will defend him all day long. He got better as he got older.
Where does Jean-Claude Van Damme fall in this?
Way further down.
I just saw a meme. Jean-Claude Van Damme, there's a scene in Hard Target where he has a duster on. And it's the scene where he sweeps back the duster like he's going to reveal a gun.
But it's his leg.
But it's his leg.
Yeah.
And it's slow motion. I think that's John Woo. And he treats it like a gun, and he kicks a bunch of guys, and it's awesome. So if you got 10 seconds, look that up. It's really freaking funny.
I think it's going around on Twitter because someone's like, "Don't mind me, just thinking about the time when Jean-Claude Van Damme reveals his leg like it's a gun."
And it works though. It's so funny. Oh yeah.
So this is a good film, 12 Monkeys.
Yeah, it sounds like you really enjoyed it.
Sounds great. So Brad, what's the last movie you saw?
Here's
I'm done with you right now.
Okay,
Brad, what's the last movie you saw?
I don't even think he really described what 12 Monkeys was about.
No, even matter. I don't care
because I didn't
like
fawn over. No, I actually like this one, but I didn't fawn over Bruce Willis. Go ahead.
He turned it into an excuse to shit on our favorite actors in action movies.
I didn't know that you guys were masturbatory about. I knew Arnold, but not Bruce.
You respect.
Yeah, it's not masturbatory. Yeah, it's respecting.
No, you're masturbatory about these.
No, we're incredulous and in shock that you were disregarding all of the great performances he's turned in fantastic movies.
I think they're great movies. I don't think he's a great actor.
Braveheart. I mean, come on.
Okay. Who's the better actor, Mel Gibson or Bruce Willis?
Mel Gibson.
Yeah, Mel Gibson.
Exactly. That's a good action star. And I love what he stands for.
Oh. Anyway. 12 Monkeys. Go see it, I guess.
No, you should see it.
No, you shouldn't.
No,
Brad,
you should see this film. I'm not. Yeah.
Seriously, what's the last movie you saw, buddy?
The last movie I saw is a movie assigned to me by my buddy Ben that I actually forgot about last weekend, and then no one called me out on it, so I just didn't say anything.
Yeah, we're kind.
Yeah, we're not like you.
No, you guys forgot about it too. I watched 4 Rooms, and this is a unique movie. If I may.
Is this where the 4 brothers stay?
Yeah, this is the prequel to 4 Brothers.
This is the prequel to 4 Brothers.
I'm glad you picked up on that because it's subtle.
Each brother was born in a different room.
Yeah. No, so this is a movie that came out in 1995, and it's an anthology movie that takes place in this hotel where Tim Roth is a bellhop, and he's kind of just taken over from this experienced bellhop.
Tim Roth, Reptile from the Toad from the X-Men movies, for those of you that needed to remember who that is.
That's not true.
It sounds like it should be, though.
So Tim Roth...
I love it. That's not true.
You might remember Tim Roth as the guy from the opening of Pulp Fiction who tries to rob the restaurant. He's also in Reservoir Dogs.
She-Hulk.
Famously. He is in She-Hulk. He's also in The Incredible Hulk. He plays Abomination. But Tim Roth, he plays his bellhop, and there are a series of stories that unfold in 4 different rooms inside this hotel. Each of them drastically different from one another, and that's because each of the 4 segments were directed by different people. Allison Anders, Alexander Rockwell, Robert Rodriguez, and Quentin Tarantino. This was at a time when all 4 of these directors were kind of riding a high from getting critical acclaim at Sundance and whatnot. Tarantino had already done Reservoir Dogs and was coming off Pulp Fiction, so like there was like heat around
Red
him.
hot.
Yeah. And then this movie came out. And Ben, I know why you gave this to me. I'm not happy about it.
Come on.
No, this movie's not good. It's justifiably Rodriguez and Tarantino segments are leaps and bounds the best parts of the movie. Rodriguez's segment actually is kind of was inspiration for Spy Kids. If you didn't know.
Oh
that.
no, I actually didn't know
kind of led into him doing Spy Kids.
And you know, I haven't really ever talked about this, but Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino's earlier films, like the night, I was in love with all of that. Yeah. Desperado was probably my favorite movie that came out that year. I don't know what year it came out, but
96.
I'm not gonna stake that claim. Yeah. It was one of my favorite ones though. Like that's a great freaking movie.
Was it? Why was that?
Desperado?
Who's
no.
That?
That's From Dusk Till Dawn. Honestly, was in my top 10 forever.
But Salma Hayek is equally hot in Desperado.
Oh my God,
that's what I'm saying.
We
all felt it at that time.
Yeah. She's a Couturce out of 10.
But yeah,
wait,
so
that's Couturce is above 10, right?
Yes, it's
so
correct.
14.
Yes.
This has a 13% on Rotten Tomatoes. Do you think that's a little high for this?
I would.
It's old Betty Boy misremembering how much he liked this film, then. Because honestly, I haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah, because honestly,
it won the Golden Raspberry.
Did it really?
Yeah, and Madonna got Worst Actress for her.
That's fair.
But she's not. I don't think she's particularly bad. And I think she got it because she's maybe in the worst segment.
But also, it's Madonna, and they get clout for.
When you watch this movie and you watch the first segment, you're like, "What the fuck am I watching?" Because it's the weirdest one for sure.
A little inside baseball here. We're driving to or from whatever Bad Boys, and Brad goes, "So I've seen is it when that? Yeah, I've seen 40 minutes.
Yeah, I've seen the first 40 minutes.
40 minutes of 4 rooms." And then he just didn't keep talking. And normally,
I didn't want to sell it.
He was gonna say something like, "Oh no, it's good," but we just switched conversations.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
I hadn't finished it yet,
and
so thankfully it got better.
Better, yeah.
But yeah, it's
so it went from like a 2% to a 13%.
Yeah, I mean,
Tim Roth though.
No, so the one thing that is fascinating about this movie in general is that this is a performance that like you don't ever see Tim Roth give again.
Yeah.
It's an extremely comedic, over the top, silly performance. I did like seeing that side of Tim Roth, and like I wish someone else would have taken advantage of that somewhere. And maybe they have, and I just haven't seen that movie. But yeah, it was a very surprising performance for Tim Roth.
So Nate, how bad of an actor do you think Tim Roth is? Is he terrible or just shitty?
Tim Roth is a very good actor.
Wow.
Interesting. Okay.
He is a very good actor. You guys don't think so?
No, I do. You're just like the way you measure.
By the way, Bruce Willis is in this film, huh?
Bruce Willis is in this film. However, he is uncredited, and that's because he did not take a paycheck for this movie, and that's actually illegal if you are a member of the Screen Actors Guild. And so if
bad actors do.
So if he, in order to get around being sued by SAG for doing that, they took his credit off of the movie.
So are you? I mean, maybe you don't know this. Can you just not get paid and then not have a credit?
Yes, that's how you. That's how you. Get
I know
around
that's how they
it.
got around it.
That's
but
what he did, right?
I don't know if that's how. If by default, like then they're like, nah, you can't do anything about it, or if that's just what they agreed to do.
Right. Exactly. That's my question.
Yeah. I don't know as far as the larger landscape, but that's what they chose to do in this instance. But yes, gotcha. Bruce Willis is in Quentin Tarantino's segment, which is the last one. It does end on a strong note because Tarantino's segment is great. It feels like a mini Tarantino movie. Rodriguez is fun too because it has a fun twist and like the way the role with the story of
I'm
it
glad
is,
you loved
interesting. There's a great opportunity to do something really cool here. Like if they did it again, like it would be really fascinating to see them do it with a better, interconnected story, maybe something like that.
Roger Ebert said that a film about making this film would be a better film.
Yeah, honestly, probably because there's a lot of behind the scenes kerfuffle. Yeah. So 4 Rooms, not great.
Okay. What else do you see, buddy?
You love this film though.
Well, I remember watching it and really having an affinity for the comedic chops of Tim Roth.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I remember thinking he's hilarious.
That's the thing that you're like, okay.
And again, because I haven't seen it for so long, I'm like, oh, I like that. There you go, Brad.
No, you'd be disappointed in yourself.
It's like rap.
But also, I am glad that you watched it because it does show you a little bit more about Rodriguez and Tarantino, who I loved back then. So I'm glad that you watched it.
And also, Brad's often wrong. He didn't like Rat Race.
It's true.
I also watched a movie assigned to me this week by my good buddy Nate.
Hi.
And that movie is The Bad News Bears. And that's the original 1976
Walter
Bad News
Matthau.
Bears. What was that?
Walter, my name is Walter Matthau.
He's doing a Walter Cronkite?
Yeah, he's doing Walter Cronkite.
Oh, no, Walter Matthau has jowls.
Not like that, he doesn't.
No, really?
This is the original movie starring Walter Matthau.
Greg Kinnear.
No.
No, sorry, that's 2005 one. Yeah.
Greg Kinnear was 17.
That's why I was like, I don't remember Greg Kinnear in this, but I pulled it up on Wikipedia. I'm like, there's no way a young Greg Kinnear was in this. But
So so this is essentially like it's the movie that preceded like the Mighty Ducks and whatnot. Walter Matthau is a down on his luck former baseball player who once played in the minors. Maybe could have had a great career, but fucked it up. Now he just drinks a lot and he's been forced to
But
coach.
also, this movie is it rated R?
No,
But this is 70s,
76.
so 76 PG,
Yes,
which means there's the F word in it.
they don't say the F word.
This
I
isn't
don't-
Bad Santa level, but there's a lot.
So I'm surprised that Ben didn't give
the
this to
kids
me
are pretty vulgar.
because
Why?
well because there's racial slurs.
Oh, come on.
all around.
Oh, my God.
And not only that, there's kids saying racial slurs to the point where several times they list the same group of marginalized people, and they say Jews, they say the S Mexican slur, they say the N word.
But these kids grew up to actually host shows on Fox News.
No, one of the kids is Jackie Earl Haley, as you might famously know. He plays this kind of kid who's rough around the edges,
Rorschach.
who gets recruited to the team. Tatum O'Neal is in it as a young girl as well, and she becomes the pitcher of the team. But this is it's a very fun, scrappy sports movie. You can clearly see the influences that it would have on later sports movies, and it is rough around the edges because even at the time this was considered a movie. It's kind of edgy for what it is, and it's edgy by today's standards too. It does feel like the perfect movie that would be ripe for a remake. So I understand why they did remake it with Billy Bob Thornton. Although knowing that they did put him in this role because of Bad Santa,
Right.
it feels like that's pretty fucking easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when didn't those two movies kind of come out like within a couple of years of each other? It wasn't too far after.
Yeah, exactly. I want to say it was maybe even within like a year.
Yeah.
No, because it was like we're pigeonholing Billy Bob Thornton to be this kind of
the guy who's
redneck,
inappropriate around kids.
inappropriate.
So this was a lot of fun. Certain aspects of it haven't aged as well because it's the 70s, and but that's how it is. Walter Matthau is solid in it. It does have some of like the shagginess of 70 movies where like you can really see how they could tighten it and like develop certain characters and make the story a little bit better. But it's great. I'm glad I see it. I see the bones of the movies that it would go on and influence, and in some ways get surpassed by.
Did you read this quote, by the way, by Tatum O'Neal, where she says, like in retrospect, it's so funny, it's so sweet. It's sweet, and yet it's completely wrong. It's just so wrong on so many levels.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's the funny, at the very end of the movie, they did the smart thing by not having the team win. Which they get second place, but they still celebrate. And when they're celebrating, Walter Matthau has given them all beer, and they're like they shake it up and spray it all over each other. So,
yeah, no lessons learned here.
yeah.
But also, I can imagine my dad telling me a story about a Little League coach that did that.
Oh, 100%. And he didn't really get in that much trouble.
And he's a local hero.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Hey, remember when Saul gave all those kids bush lights?
Coach Saul, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he dumped them all over. Man, man, the old Ford smelled like beer for like 4 weeks after that.
But that's what happens when you're the chief of police.
You get away with murder. He did kill a guy.
We did talk about this. There's not a lot of great sports kids movies right now. It's a pretty
bit
dry
of a lull.
Yeah, but it's been a dry spell for
90s
a
had
while.
some great ones, right?
90s had some of the best in my opinion, and
Yep.
I mean, I'm biased because that's when I grew up. But yeah, we're talking Sandlot, we're talking Rookie of the Year, we're talking.
Do you include Mighty Ducks in that or no?
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, I love
at
Mighty
the
Ducks.
top
I just-
probably.
Yeah,
right? Like,
I love the Mighty
yeah.
Ducks.
It's not better than Sandlot in my opinion, but
Angels
it's a
in
great
the
film.
Outfield.
Yeah, Angel in the Outfield is another fun one for sure.
Kids. Well, they played with each other. And
That's a good point. Yeah, that's yeah. I didn't think about it like that, but you're right. They did have fun. But yeah, it's solid stuff. I would say. Thanks for assigning me, and yeah, I'm glad Ben didn't give me this.
Little
one.
Big League.
Little Big League was a fun one. Yeah,
Yeah, Little Giants.
Little Giants.
Love Little Giants.
Loved Little
yeah,
Giants.
love Little Giants.
Schindler's List. Anyway, we're having fun here.
I think we're done having fun.
You guys want to talk about some trailers?
I love trailers.
I
man.
did the game song though, so I'm not doing the trailer song.
Well, you
Well,
cut that one off
but
pretty
it's
fast.
trailer time. Though.
Yeah, because you kind of chose to do that. No one made you
Yeah,
do it.
no, hey Ben, it's trailer time.
Yeah, that's good. You have fun with it.
It's
You
trailer
know what?
time.
Why don't you go ahead and leave the room to talk about something like me again? Come up with a trailer song and come back. All right,
But Ben, it's
leave me
trailer.
alone in the room and go have a private conversation
Literally,
about how good your trailer song is going to be.
in our live
Can't wait to hear it.
in our live stream feed right now, people are going, "Hey, make sure Ben sings the song."
I'm seeing it right now. Yeah.
Bing, 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 bing. Lots of notifications. So just be thinking, be praying about it. I know you're a deep man of faith.
Yeah, Ben. Try say a prayer.
Say a little prayer for you.
For trailers, we'll watch some trailers about movies. Then we're podcasting with Ben and Nate and Brad, and we talk about trailers. There's always will be trailers for you.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Well, we did it.
Yeah.
It's way better than anything Ben would have done.
What the fuck?
No, seriously.
Yeah.
It's trailer time. It's trailer time.
Oh, come on down to my Def Jam trailer time.
Def Jam trailer time?
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
We watched some fun trailers.
Oh boy.
That's for sure. We watched the trailer for a movie that you're probably pretty excited about.
What are you doing, Trump?
People
People are saying. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see
People
his
say
hands,
it's the
but
best.
he put them out palms out like Trump does.
All right, what's your best Trump impression?
No, this isn't the SNL podcast.
yeah, we're not doing
No,
that.
do it.
No.
No, I want to hear. I want to hear Ben's.
No, I don't want to hear it. I
Oh,
don't.
come on, do
no,
it.
as much as I would laugh.
As much as you would laugh at my Trump, I don't do a Trump.
I
know,
no,
that's why I want you to do it.
that's why I would laugh.
I know that's.
I don't even know what that would sound like.
We watched the trailer for Venom: The Last Dance.
I love that Ben's trying to get the courage to do it.
Not the courage,
He's
I'm
doing
just-
hand
I'm
motions.
just trying to figure out how it would go, you know?
No, hey Ben.
Yeah.
We're talking about Venom.
Sorry. Yeah,
The Last Dance.
Nobody wants
yeah.
to.
With our favorite co-star.
You're our favorite co-star?
Yeah.
Tom Hardy. Venom. Oh, sorry.
Damn man.
Tom Hardy from the Bush. Eddie.
How much do you guys love Venom as a franchise?
I love it so much. I want to eat it.
Yes. Yes, we want to eat it. We like to have heads and talking about Venom. Guys, this movie looks like a silly goose.
I mean, at least, I will agree, Brad, at least they're leaning into it.
Yeah, it feels like the second one they stumbled a little bit. They're like, maybe they didn't fully understand what people liked about Venom the first time. This time it feels like they really get it because they end the movie with,
They end the trailer with.
sorry, they end the trailer with Venom Horse.
Yeah, like, how fast could you make that horse go without killing it?
Yeah.
Is what Tom Hardy says. And there's only one way to find out.
Yes.
And it's epic. Like,
Yeah.
for that scene
turning
alone.
a horse into
yeah,
Venom.
For that scene alone, I'm like, yep,
Yeah.
gonna be there.
Exactly.
They know what they're doing.
And they're still just two bros.
Just, eating people.
Venom is Eddie's boyfriend and vice versa.
Yep.
And there's going to be a lot of fun here. Like I love watching Tom Hardy do his character no matter how bad the movie around him is. Like it's a fascinating performance to watch.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Are you in, Nate?
Oh, I'm totally in.
Are we going to see this in theaters?
Probably on my phone.
Oh,
on my phone. I mean, it's coming
No,
out this
I'll see this in theater.
summer.
Listen,
fall, I think, right?
Oh,
it comes out October 25th.
Okay, yeah, I'll come back and I'll see it with you guys.
So if I saw the
You're not
second
leaving.
Venom in the theater, I
I
should
won't
see
let you
this
leave.
one.
Oh, nice.
Sorry.
Sexy.
You're not gonna let him leave?
I'm not letting him leave.
He's not letting me go. He'll never let me go. What about Venom, Nate?
What about Venom, Nate?
Nothing.
What are you going to say?
I'm done. It's fine.
Are you getting upset that Ben loves me?
I don't want to let him go.
It's just fine.
Do you want him to leave?
I just move on. It's fine.
Oh, well,
He's
let's move on.
going to cry.
Yeah, well,
I just sometimes I say things you guys don't listen.
I was just declaring the fact that I didn't want him to leave. It's not a big deal. I'm sorry that I'm sorry that I talked over you. I'm sorry I talked over you.
No, it's just he's gonna leave.
I
so what?
said I'm
So
sorry.
what? He's
So,
gonna leave.
so what? Okay, there it is.
Why is
He's
he
gonna
crying?
leave, so
Why is he
I
crying?
don't know. He's being a
It's
little
just
bitch.
it's like I say things you guys don't listen.
I don't know. Pray about it.
Oh,
what
you're
do you
gonna.
want me to say? over
Oh,
here?
Brad's gonna leave. So what?
Jesus.
I'm gonna see this in the theater.
You are going to?
Yeah.
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 Let's go be friends. That's fun.
Nate Loucks want to see this in the theater.
That feels more like Venom took over Cookie Monster.
My friend Joseph Goebbels. C is for cookie. Venom is Cookie Monster. I like that. C is for cookie. Cookie is for me.
We also watched another trailer that Nate was pumped about.
I think this looks good.
I watched him during this trailer, and he could not get enough of it, and that's Alien Romulus.
So good.
Nate was definitely not cowering,
He was
shaking his head.
Shaking his head no. And like subconsciously, I don't think he wasn't doing a bit for us.
No.
He was just nope,
Mm-mm.
not having this, not doing it.
Yeah.
What don't you like about this trailer, Nate?
So when you look at the trailer at the beginning, and then you watch it through, all of it.
And then you watch it through, yeah.
No, I don't like monsters or aliens that have tentacles.
But Nate,
And I also don't like when monsters, like when they open their mouth and they like go down their throat. I don't like monsters that have like are octopus like where they take over their heads. I don't like
Nate, what if I told you this movie also takes place in space?
hate that. There's so many things to hate about this. It's also it has like the tropes of the horror films where it's like I think there's something in the water. Yeah, of course there is.
Easy, Grover.
This is turning into an all Sesame Street.
I think there's something in the water.
Hey, bird. My chest doesn't feel very good.
One, two eggs.
Oh, buddy.
Nate, have you seen the original Alien?
That's a no.
I plead the fifth.
You
No,
have
he
not.
almost didn't know which one to plead.
I plead one of them.
I plead something.
No, have you really not seen Alien?
No, I don't want to.
Interesting.
He just
Don't
doesn't want us
assign
to give it to him. That's all. That's all.
Did you see Aliens?
No, of course not.
No, why would I?
Well, because Aliens is the more action-oriented one, so it's scary.
Yeah, but
but
he doesn't like action movies.
I don't.
that's a good point. Yeah.
I like action movies.
No, you
I
don't.
Like scary
You
movies.
talk shit about every actor that's ever been in
That's
one,
not
so there's no way
true.
that you like action movies.
That's not true. That's not true at all. I like 12 Monkeys. I just don't think Bruce Willis is the best actor in the world like you do.
Well, it's no Fiddler.
Oh,
You know,
damn.
That's what Nate says about every action movie that I ever
Fiddler's
give
a
him.
great film.
Hey, 12 Monkeys. Well, it's no Fiddler.
That's it.
Nate, if we
If I was a rich man, yada 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 yada.
That's the only one you're comfortable with doing.
here's
That's
the
the only
thing.
impression you're comfortable with.
Part of me is thinking that as penance for
You know who wouldn't like that? Joseph Gables.
I thought it was Goebbels.
Wouldn't it be Gables?
it's Clark Gable.
No, that's true.
You know, Clark Gable, the famous right
Nazi.
hand to Hitler.
So
It was his son.
part of me thinks as the penance
He turned out okay.
for the puppet show that Nate put on earlier by just fucking walking around with his ham fist and saying shit about Bruce Willis and all of our favorite people, then maybe we should be assigning Nate Alien.
Why do you hate me?
I
mean, the last time that we assigned you a horror movie was Paranormal Activity. You watched it at like 10 a.m. with all the lights on. So
Yeah.
I think you'll be fine
The
not
time-
being able to see what's going on in
That is
Alien
the
because
time
it's
to
so
watch
dark.
a horror film.
you're kind of overdue.
Why don't we wait till October?
To make it even worse for
Yeah,
you?
it's gonna be worse for you. It gets dark earlier in October.
Yeah, you watch it during a normally spooky season where you're already kind of upset.
Yeah.
No, but like noon, I can watch it at noon.
You know what? You
Watch
know
it
what?
at noon
We'll wait.
anytime.
You know what? We'll watch it. You can watch it on Christmas Day
Why would you watch a horror movie on Christmas?
because it's
Day?
like the best you're ever gonna feel. You love Christmas,
I do love Christmas.
so it's like that's. I'm
But
going
But
to
you
mitigate.
watch Krampus on Christmas Day. That'd be fun.
Okay, stop.
Just saying.
I mean, Krampus is not.
I'm trying to pull the day of the
Wait,
year
wait,
that he would
what'd
be
you
the
say?
happiest.
Krampus isn't great.
As a character or it's just the movie?
No, just the movie's not great.
Oh, fuck off, man! What is wrong with him tonight?
He's broken.
You just have hot take after hot take.
You know, it's
hot
strange.
shitty take. You have like.
Is
you
this
have
'cause
like
your girlfriend's
you,
gone?
You have like bowl full of diarrhea
I'm
takes.
kind of.
Are you like in a mood?
Yeah, is that what this
I
is?
told you when I walked in the door earlier today, before the podcast started. I'm in a mood.
I know.
Yeah.
Listen, you miss your very attractive Brazilian girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we all get it.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you have to be a wet sock.
I don't even know why you chose those words and why they're making me so heavy
I
right now.
love
but
it.
I don't even like because the term is wet blanket.
Somehow,
And so I don't know what you mean. Wet sock.
somehow you've actually captured exactly how I feel. I do feel like a wet sock.
No, because a wet sock is worse. It's like because you've gotten your sock wet, it's in your shoe, and you're like, oh, fucking, this is
Yeah,
Why
awful.
are you supposed to
No,
have
that's
wet
exactly
sock?
how I feel.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, you're wearing fucking Wizard of Oz socks right now. You're wearing Wicked Witch of the West socks.
They are very prominently striped.
It's either that or Beetlejuice socks. I can't tell.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about Nate's fucking wet sock
They're not wet.
issues.
They're not wet.
We're giving you Alien. You're gonna watch it, and that's final.
Why?
Yeah, I do think it is time.
No, because it's a
Why?
great fucking.
It
movie,
really
that's
is
why.
a
It's
great
a great
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
It's a great film.
Why?
Because Ridley Scott directed it.
So
Sigourney Weaver is gorgeous and wonderful and
Is
heroic.
she?
Yes,
Yeah.
she's like the perfect heroine.
Yeah.
is she?
Yes, literally.
Both as a woman and the drug.
Is she?
I don't know that there's a better, stronger female lead in any action and or horror film than Sigourney Weaver in Alien.
Yeah.
She is perfect.
Because
Nope.
someone out there might make the argument for Jamie Lee Curtis, but
Yep.
That's fair.
but Laurie Strode as a character is not necessarily a strong female character in the original Halloween.
No, she's the epitome of the scream queen.
Yeah.
She is the first.
She's a
scream
great
queen.
she's a great final girl.
Exactly.
But Ripley is a strong female character
Absolutely.
in a great sci-fi horror movie.
yes, she is the perfect protagonist for that film.
Yeah.
And you guys obviously haven't seen the film Polite Society, which is a great action film with women.
What is
Polite Society is a decent action movie that is very closely skewing to what Edgar Wright has previously accomplished, but it does it in such a way that it incorporates new cultural touchstones that make it very fun and
Are
enjoyable.
you reading right now?
No, that's me
Sounds
talking like
like-
a film critic.
Sounds like you read.
No.
I mean, it did kind of sound like
You read it on your hand.
Yep, I
You are
knew that
looking-
Nate was
you
going to
are-
bring up
You are
Polite
actually
Society.
looking, you are actually kind of looking at your hands right now. It's a little weird.
No, but that's how I feel with that movie because I do think Polite Society is a pretty solid movie. It's not great, but it is pretty cool.
You know, people are saying.
Oh, boy.
People are saying that this is the best.
You've been working on it, yes.
This
This
is the best film.
He's
you
been
can watch,
workshopping this.
Okay,
I don't think he had this. No,
Brad.
listen. People are saying, okay, you win bigly when you watch this movie.
what do you sound?
I don't know if that's
You-
great yet, but you're
you
working.
sound like if Yogi Bear joined the mob.
Hey, leave the
Hey,
gun.
listen,
yeah, leave
listen,
the gun. Take
listen,
the cannoli.
listen,
I
boo-boo.
got to
I know
pick
people are stealing my picnic baskets, and I don't like
Shit,
that. So I'm gonna have to stop them. Listen, all right, boo boo. We're gonna have to go out there. We're gonna have to tell them.
I fucking hate it because you're so
no
right.
more stealing my picnic baskets.
Now
okay?
I'm hearing it. Now I'm hearing it. Now I'm like, hey, what about fucking Saul over here? What do you ever do to you? Huh? You take your picnic basket? Hey, boo boo. This is like, you know what I don't like about Brandon? Okay, people are saying, okay, that I'm the smartest guy to ever be picking a basket.
Smarter than the average president.
Smarter than the average Joe Biden.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
oh, Sleepy Joe.
What a weird cross section we've
And I
had.
just love it.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's it.
You know what I call Lauren Boebert? Hey, Boebert.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Boobert.
And we got that.
Hey, Boobert.
Hey, Boebert. Please take your hands off his genitals in the middle of a performance. Anyway,
You were
well,
jealous
that's it,
of
man.
him.
Well, yeah, no, I was. Yes. She could put her hands on me any day.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm totally joking.
Oh.
Anyway, is that it? Are we done?
Yeah, I mean after that.
No,
yes.
we the bookkeeper.
No,
the,
he
the,
doesn't.
The
Brad
book person.
doesn't like it. I thought it looked
No,
funny.
you and I can talk about it. What's it called? The Beekeeper 2. No. Hunt for the Wild Person.
Bookworm.
Bookworm
Is
with
that right?
Elijah
Right.
Wood. Yeah, it looks like a little girl that is far too clever for her own good, and an absentee father comes into her life.
it's an Australian movie.
Go on.
It looks
It's
like
charming.
No, it has a mix of Wes Anderson and Taika Waititi. It has vibes of Hunt for the Wilder People. The girl in it is an adorable Australian girl. Elijah Wood looks like he's having some fun in it. It looks like it has some whimsy. It looks like it has some fun family adventure.
Brad thinks this looks very paint by numbers and rote.
I wouldn't say rote, but I do think paint by numbers. Yes. It just feels very basic. There's nothing that immediately lashed out to me as like being incredibly unique because they're like especially
so a bit rote then.
especially after
So again,
So the word that I said earlier.
especially after Hunt for the Wilder People.
Sometimes you just let me have a win.
But there's a chance it could
surprise you.
be very charming and be very I do want to see this movie.
well,
See, you guys are the two most confusing people tonight. You're saying things out of both sides of your mouth. You're both being ridiculous.
he's the worst. I'm great.
This is how Nate lives his life.
Hey guys, we're having a good time over here. And make sure you pull for Donald Trump in 2024.
Elijah Wood looks great in this. Like he just looks like he's
Fucking
having fun.
Yogi Bear joined the mob. I fucking hate it. It's so good. It's exactly right. Hey, did you ever see Johnny come back with that envelope full of cash? Well, we're going to get one over the Ranger. Hey, he's going to come over here.
Fake news.
If that bitch ever takes my fucking Cadillac again, I'm going to fucking give her a boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? Give her a boo-boo in one eye, then you give her a boo-boo in the other eye. She'll eventually listen. Hey.
No, I want to see this cartoon.
Now it's turning into Rodney Dangerfield. That's the problem.
I get no respect.
Boo-boo, I never get no fucking respect out of these bitches and the Bronx because I'm a fucking gangster. What are we doing here? Anyway, 2024, Brandon. Hey.
Oh my gosh.
All right, well, we did it, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just apologizing
We did
across the
something.
board.
We did
I don't
something.
know what this episode is. It's not good.
No,
Well, I'm apologizing
I came in
across
pissed
the board.
off.
Yeah, you're in a bad mood. Brad's being weird. I'm doing horrible impressions or very good impressions, depending on who you ask.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, fuck it. I mean, you know where we're online. If you like this silly stuff,
Hey.
just like and subscribe. Smash that subscribe button on
Hey,
YouTube. Are we on YouTube on this one?
Yeah, we're always.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Subscribe,
Hey,
like,
go Flix yourself. You know what I'm saying?
tell your friends. Yeah, please
Jesus Christ.
write a review. We got a nice
What are
review
we
the other day.
fucking
Actually, that
doing?
was pretty nice. Back in April, I think it was.
The other day.
That's how often we check our reviews, but we do love them.
Yeah, we do.
No,
we
that
do
was
love-
a good review.
It
Honestly,
was.
that was very, very.
All of our reviews are great, but
Yeah.
like we don't get enough of them.
Yeah, if you would,
And maybe it's because we don't ever mention them after we get them.
Nope.
3 months ago.
it does help to get the podcast more noticed. So if you do like it, please give us a positive review on iTunes or
Say
the
nice things
Apple
about me.
Podcasts, wherever you listen
Bad
to podcasts.
things about Brad.
Say whatever you want, honestly.
Yeah, but not great things about you.
No, but Nate Hot Take Loucks tonight is just a new breed, and I don't love him, honestly. I want you to be more like what I expect out of you, which is like a good person.
Yeah, you like the way
Like,
you
t-
the way you
tonight,
acted tonight is
it
like
was-
if I walked into a party with a dip and you came over and took a dump in it.
I was actually going to say, like, if you just double dipped the chip. You went, what? Like, you acted like he just said some appalling shit. I'm like, whoa! No, he didn't take a physical dump
Like, I know.
inside the Lay's, French onion dip. I just
Ben's just shocked that I would double dip a chip. You're thinking that I'm
he
shitting
pulled
all
his
over.
pants down and pooped inside the dip.
Yeah,
The level that you think I've gone to.
Good.
I think
Lord.
it's mostly just because you stuck to your gun so adamant, and then you kept making it worse.
I disagree. Like, I just disagree. Okay, well, you know what? Bye, everybody. Bye.
Nah, cheating, eh?